It is day 5 of 5. Can you believe how fast this week has gone by? When you have fun, time flies by. And I hope you've had fun learning about guitar, not just the basics, learning how to tune your guitar, learning how to play the 4 chords that we learned throughout this week: G major, E minor, C major, D major. And with those 4 chords, today you will go and learn this song, Standing on the Promises of God. Wonderful words, but even more wonderful chords to play. And I hope that you can use this song to be a blessing at your core once you learn it. Just go to your choir and say, hey, during virtual conservatory, I learned this song, Standing on the Promises. Can I play it and bless the church? I hope they say yes. If they don't, send me the video and I will post it so they can see what you've learned. Because I believe that what we learned is not just for us, it's meant to be a blessing to others. So have fun today. Looking forward to seeing you in the chat room so we can chat if you have any questions. Also looking forward to giving you some online video lessons in the afternoon. So as soon as you're ready to go for it, tune your guitar, and just go ahead and learn how to play Standing on the Promises.
So now it's time to tune your guitar with mine, and so I'm just going to play my open strings several times each, and so feel free to make sure that you get your strings just right. Do your best to make sure that they match what you hear on the video. We'll start with string number 1, the E string. And one last time. Good. Now we'll move on to the second string, the B string. And again, we'll do this 4 times. Good. Hope you got it. Next to the third string, the G. And now string 4, D. On to string 5, this is A. And one last time. And finally, the 6th string, your low E. Here we go. And last time. Now there you have it. Feel free to stop and rewind just a little bit if you need to get maybe one of those strings just right. But there you have it, all 6 strings in tune.
Hello everyone, and we're back with Marty, and today we have another lesson for you, a great lesson, because we're going to learn our first song.
All right, our first one.
Yeah, it's Standing on the Promises. So if you could go to your books and open to that song. Now, Marty, we've been learning about all the different chord changes and all those exercises.
Yeah.
But now we have a different format that's coming up. Can you explain that to us?
That's right, Adley. You see, in the introduction, we actually learned about something called the lead sheet.
Okay.
And that's essentially the same as the slash notation that we learned about in the previous lesson. But the difference is we see the melody that's actually written out. That's what we would sing.
Okay.
And then, of course, you see the lyrics underneath that. The thing that is the same between the slash notation and this lead sheet is that the chord is on the top of the music.
Right.
And just like in the slash notation, you're going to read those chords and change when they change on the paper. That's basically the difference.
Oh, that's fairly simple. Great. Now, Marty, this is a hymn tune, Staying on the Promises. And sometimes we can manipulate the form, but most people are used to hearing it a more traditional way. Like verse 1, verse 2, chorus 2, verse 3, chorus 3, right?
Yeah, in that order, and that's how we have it here in our music, and you'll see that in your book. But it's important, I think, just to kind of help us get our minds around the song, that we actually write what we call the road map, or the order of the songs,
Okay.
at the top of the page. And you can kind of do this with shorthand, or you can do it however you want to make it intelligible to you.
Okay.
But like I would do, for example, I would write, for verse 1, I would write V1.
Okay.
And then for chorus,
C.
C.
Okay.
Verse 2, V2, and then so on. So that's basically all I'm going to think about as far as the form of this song goes. And just like you
Okay.
said, most people are probably only going to be used to hearing the song one particular way.
That's right.
So we're just going to take advantage of that and use that format for this song.
Okay.
Okay, so we're ready to actually learn this song, and here's what we're going to do as far as the rhythm is concerned. With our right hands, our pick hands, we're going to do the same strumming pattern throughout the whole song.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm going to do, and what we can do to work up to that I'll tell you about in just a second. But we're going to use this strumming pattern, and if you actually think back to our previous lesson, we're going to do strumming pattern number 1.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, and 3, 4, or down, down, up, down, down. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen all at once here. We actually have to worry about the strumming rhythm, we have to worry about the chords that we're going to play, and then eventually we also have to think about the words that we're going to sing, because that's another thing that we need to be thinking about, actually playing these songs and these chords while actually singing them as well.
Kind of challenging.
It is. It's a lot to do, but in order to work our way up there, here's something that we can do to help you and our viewers at home to learn how to do this. So I'm going to do the strumming pattern 1. You're going to do just one. You're going to strum the chord one time.
Okay.
Whenever the chord changes.
Okay. So
Okay.
just follow the lead sheet.
Just follow the lead sheet, and anytime you see the chord change to a new chord,
just play.
Just play that chord one time right there at the beginning of that measure, and then I'm going to keep doing the strumming pattern number 1. If that makes sense, and I hope it does. Okay?
All right, great.
So as we look at this song, we're going to look at the verse. And all 3 verses are the same, so we don't have to learn different chords for the different verses. They're all the same, they're just different words. So we're going to look at, if you look at your music, just like I am as well, we're going to look at the verse, and it starts with our good old friend, the G chord. Okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Standing on the promises of Christ my King, through eternal ages let His praises ring. Glory in the highest I will shout and sing, standing on the promises of God. Good, and that's the verse. And the good news is, all 3 verses are exactly like that, so we don't have to learn any extra chords, which is great.
Great.
Now we're going to jump to the chorus, and this is the same thing like the verses. We're only going to do the chorus one way, and it goes like this. And please follow along in your book. Again, Adley's going to strum only when the chords change, and I'm going to continue with strumming pattern number 1.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, play. Standing, standing on the promises of Christ my Savior. Standing, I'm standing on the promises of God. All right, Adley, we've learned the verse and we've learned the chorus. Now it's time to put them together.
Let's do it.
So you guys at home, I want you to think about what Adley's doing. if you have to, only strum when the chords change.
Okay.
If you want to be a little more adventurous, you can start implementing the strumming pattern that I'm using, which is strumming pattern number 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So let's try the whole thing all the way down from the beginning of the verse, verse 1 to the chorus.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here's the whole song, verse 1 to the end. 1, 2, ready, play. Standing on the promises of Christ my King, through eternal ages let his praises ring. Glory in the highest I will shout and sing, standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of Christ my Savior. I'm standing on the promises of God. And there it is.
That was great, Marty. I hope you take time and pause at home and rehearse the song by yourself. And that's it for today.
All right.
See you next time.